I'm Mr. Christopher. This is my world. It's Specials Week, and we're doing Shia LaBoofinstien. I brought him. I couldn't get the real Shia LaBoofinstien on the show, so I brought him, Shia LaBoofinstien. That's a lot harder to say than Shia LaBoofinstien. Shia LaBoofinstien. You know what? Get out of here, Shia LaBoofinstien. You're making my life a little harder than it had to be. But we got specials going on. Shia LaBoofinstien is here. We're doing Shia LaBoofinstien. Shia LaBeouf. Let's be clear. His name is Shia LaBeouf. It's not Shia LaBoofinstien, but that's what I call him, and that's what I'm just gonna call him. I'm just gonna continue to call him that. Shia LaBoofinstien. We watched 4 Shia LaBoofinstien movies, and they range in numbers. They ranged in numbers, most certainly. I learned a lot about myself and about Shia LaBoofinstien. So you know what? Let's get into it. Let's get into it. I watched 4. The movie ScaleQlator has some stuff to say about them. I have some stuff to say about them. Let's go. We'll get going, folks, with this movie, Battle of Shaker Heights. And we're going to make some history with this movie. When you're 17, every day is war. Lame. Amy Smart, Shia LaBoofinstien, Shia LaBeouf, at a very young age, 17 years old, right out of even Stevens. This is a Miramax movie, which shocks me that no one in this movie, or whoever made this movie, by the way, executive produced by Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, nobody wants this movie to be reminded of, by the way. But Mr. Christopher, what did you think about it? What did score on the Mr. Christopher movie ScaleQlator? Please, sir, please. Take it away. The Battle of Shaker Heights, 2003. Nobody in this movie wants this movie to be reminded of. Nobody in this movie is happy that someone in the world at all is talking about it, because it's a pile of crap. And I'll tell you right now, it's making history, because on the Mr. Christopher movie ScaleQlator, it scored the lowest score in Mr. Christopher movie ScaleQlator history. I gave it a 1, folks. I gave it a 1. It's our first ever 1, and it truly deserves it. Amy Smart's a rapist, and she rapes Shia LaBeouf. Sure, that's not how it is, I suppose, kind of, but it is how it is. And then other things, like, it's just a pile of bad movie. That's all I gotta say, really. I mean, let me look at my notes real quick. His name's Kelly. Can't even say that seriously. His name's Kelly. All right, let's just go to the next movie. That's the worst start, but let's go to the next movie. The next movie doesn't get any better, folks. American Honey. Sasha Lane and Shia LaBeouf. American Honey, folks. Mr. Christopher, what did you feel about this movie? What did score on the Mr. Christopher movie ScaleQlator, sir? Please, sir. Please. Let us all know. I'll let you know, folks. There was a big Kmart representation in the movie, which I really loved and adored. But, oh my goodness, this is the second time I ever seen this film. First time I watched it, I thought, eh. But the second time I watched it, I thought, I'm going to review this movie for the Shia LaBeouf special. Maybe it's better this time. And I'll tell you, on the Mr. Christopher movie ScaleQlator, it scored a very low 4. I gave it a 4 for sure, folks. I gave it a 4 for sure. I just don't like the movie. It has a little bit of a pedophilic vibe as well. Just terrible behavior. Just a bunch of brats doing brat annoying things the whole time. And you're just like, I have a headache. Like, I just can't with this movie. I tried, folks. I tried. I find it to be very immature. I find it to just be but maybe it's real, and it's just a true story of some sort, possibly, which is sad, but it isn't. It isn't. In movie form, that life is terrible from what I see, and I hate it personally. But in life form, living that life, maybe I don't know, man. Yeah. American Honey, folks. 4. I don't recommend. But we're going to start climbing uphill now, folks. I promise you. Let's climb uphill together. We're going to start climbing uphill here. Shia LaBeouf movies are not that bad. These are just the first one he gets a little bit of a pass on. He was like 17 at the time. Even Stevens just ended. And then, this one he he was trying to be artsy, I suppose, and it just is but that's fine. On to the next. Let's start climbing uphill, folks. Let's go. We'll start climbing uphill, Mr. Christopher, with this movie, Borg vs. Mcinroe, tennis movie. I mean, this was a fun watch. Mr. Christopher, how did you feel about it? What did it score on the Mr. Christopher movie ScaleQlator, sir? Please, sir. Please. Let us all know how you felt. I'll let you know how I felt, Larry. Borg vs. McEnroe, tennis. It made tennis seem cool. I mean, I enjoyed this movie thoroughly. A lot of French, has a lot of subtitles, which I'm okay with. And I think you should be too. But it's an enjoyable movie. I mean, for as far as sports goes, as far as making tennis look cool, on the Mr. Christopher movie ScaleQlator, folks, I told you we're moving uphill. And here it is. 6, folks. 6. That's a bigger number than both the last 2 movies combined. So, if that puts in perspective of how we're moving uphill here, I don't know what does. Or if that doesn't put in perspective of how we're moving uphill here, I don't know what does. All right. Borg vs. McEnroe. Honestly, go watch it. If you like sports movies, go watch it. If you don't like tennis, go watch it. Because I was like, I don't care for tennis, but let's check this out. And I enjoyed it thoroughly. Shia LaBeouf was fantastic in it, I gotta say. He himself was fantastic in it. But with that said, on to the last movie. We're going to continue moving uphill, folks. We're going to continue moving uphill. Let's go. I told you, folks, we're moving uphill with this one. The Peanut Butter Falcon. Zach Gottsagen plays the Peanut Butter Falcon. Shia LaBoofinstien. And then that girl's name's like Dakota something. But the fact that I knew any of their names besides Shia LaBoofinstien is marvelous in itself. But Mr. Christopher, please, sir, how did you feel about it? What did it score on the Mr. Christopher movie ScaleQlator? Please, sir, please! Take it away. Larry, you are terrible at your job, but I'll take it away. Peanut Butter Falcon, folks. Peanut Butter Falcon. I'll say this. Zach is in his underwear for far too long, but it's fine, I guess. The professional girl joins them far too quickly and then just decides to go on the road with them far too fast, and she falls for Shia too quick. I understand their movies. I get it. But like the way they make female brains, it's true. I suppose it's true. But it's just like, you're killing me. You're killing me, Smalls. But on the Mr. Christopher, but overall, folks, I told you we're moving uphill here. And overall, on the Mr. Christopher movie ScaleQlator, I gave it to him. I think it made me cry if I remember correctly. It had a bit of wrestling in it. I'm a sucker for wrestling. It's a good movie overall. And on the Mr. Christopher movie ScaleQlator, folks, it scored a very solid 8. I gave it an 8, folks, because I consider it great, folks. It's a good movie. It's a good watch. It really is. It was nice. It's a nice film. But like I said, it has its flaws. And with all that said, that's the end. That's the end of Mr. Christopher's Movie Reviewvie's The Specials Week. Shia LaBoofinstien special, the Shia LaBoofinstien special. And I'll give you a hint for the next special in the next 13th episode. Remember, every 13th episode, we do a specials week. And the hint for next specials is it's going to be a female, folks. Our first female specials. Who's it going to be? I don't know. Who? Who's it going to be? Who? We'll find out together. But, yeah, that's the end. I hope you enjoyed Shia LaBoofinstien. And I'll see you tomorrow for the Roast and the Dead special, whatever that may be. I'm sorry I'm so laggy, folks. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be Mr. Lagstopher. And I told you before, and I'll tell you again, I'm not Mr. Textopher. I'm not Mr. Tech Guy. I'm Mr. Christopher. This is my world. That was movie Reviewvies. I hope you enjoyed. Always lead with love. Never be afraid. Keep moving forward. And, enjoy the day. Bye. Mr. Christopher, you crazy.